Oh man, Summer Games Fest, literally right around the corner, not too long now, literally not even a week away. And what are we expecting? Like, what do we want to see? Like, I don't know, I just wanted to do some, like, maybe some predictions or things that I am hoping for. I think one of the big ones for me is probably something like Wolverine. I would love to see something more on Wolverine, because it's been a while since that game got announced, and you know, where the game coming from Insomniac, which, you know, being a big fan of Spider-Man myself, I generally want to see more on that game and see what Insomniac can bring to the table with Wolverine. Yeah, it's definitely one on my radar list. I think if it's anything like the Spider-Man games and the way that Insomniac does their games, I think they could pull off a really, really good Wolverine game. I think the trailer for Wolverine released, what, maybe, is it like 3 years ago now? So I'm hoping that maybe we do see something on that game this year, or at Summer Games Fest at least. But yeah, either way, I'm excited for that one. I think another studio for me that I'm excited to see if you know, something comes out from them this year, or yeah, not even just at Summer Games Fest, but maybe this year in general, is Guerrilla. So the guys that made Horizon, because it's been, man, I think it's even been like 3 years now since Forbidden West came out. So I'm generally excited to see what Guerrilla have in store for their next project. Apparently they're doing some kind of like Horizon multiplayer. I don't know if that's still a thing, if that's still going forward. But obviously I'm going to be excited for Horizon 3 whenever that comes out, because yeah, I was a massive fan of Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Guerrilla brings to the table next. I think another big one that everyone's talking about is probably Kingdom Hearts, right? Everybody and their mother wants to see more on Kingdom Hearts 4, and I get it. I understand the hype, you know, coming from an FF7 fanboy who... we'll get to that in a sec, but you know, I am a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I definitely am, but I've not been, you know, I was more of a fan of it when I was a kid, but I still do enjoy the games. I wouldn't say I'm hyped for Kingdom Hearts 4 though. I'm still going to play it, obviously, because I've played the majority of the games so far. I guess the big question is, will Kingdom Hearts show up at Summer Games Fest? And a lot of people think they won't. Some people think they're hoping it will. I guess the reason I think it won't is because of, you know, basically the Missing Link game that was supposed to be on mobile got cancelled. We all know that. And now, you know, Square showed off a couple of screenshots of Kingdom Hearts 4, and you know, some people think, well, that's it. They've kind of cleared the air. People know the game's been worked on, and they're not going to show anything now until maybe later on down the line. But you never know. You know, Kingdom Hearts could show up at some point during Summer Games Fest. They may surprise you. Square Enix are at the event, so, you know, we don't know. We don't know yet. But yeah, that's definitely one I'm going to keep an eye out for, but I wouldn't say something I'm hyped for. This isn't really a game specifically, but I generally am excited to see maybe what new remakes or remasters we potentially get this year from, you know, old school games. I'm excited to see what Capcom's doing, and talking of Capcom, I really hope that Resident Evil 9 is gonna be at Summer Games Fest. I think everybody is hoping and waiting for the next Resident Evil game in the series, and they can't wait to see what the theme of this one's going to be, because it's been a while since Village, and you know, it's always exciting to get excited for another Resident Evil, right? We love spooks, we love it. But I think just in general, I'm excited to see what Capcom is working on next. I know, you know, they've got the Onimusha stuff going on as well, and obviously Monster Hunter, he just came out as well. But I'm definitely, yeah, more on the line of what's next for the Resident Evil franchise, for sure. But again, generally just remakes in general from any studios, or maybe surprise ones that we're not expecting. I think the big one in the room right now is probably something that's been rumored for God knows how many years now, and has just been spread all over the internet, and that of course is Final Fantasy 9 remake. Is it going to happen? Will it happen? There's a chance it will, there's a chance it won't. There's been so many events, including Summer Games Fest in the last couple of years, where I generally thought that Final Fantasy 9 was going to be shown. and turns out it wasn't. So it got to a point where I was like, yeah, okay, the game just doesn't exist. Like, there's been plenty of times for this game to be shown and nothing. So I kind of just let it go. But now with the whole Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary website going on and all this stuff coming up, like the hype around a potential remake is kind of flooding the internet yet again. So is Summer Games Fest going to be the one this time where Final Fantasy IX remake does get announced? I don't know. It's I'm not going to hold my breath out on that one. And I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. If it happens, great, because, you know, everyone has called it from the start. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Now, something that I don't think will be at Summer Games Fest, but I know that you know, everyone and their mother is hyped for, literally, Grand Theft Auto 6. You know, we've seen trailer 2 now, and the game looks absolutely stunning and amazing and fantastic. But I don't think we're going to see anything on that game for a little while now. They kind of gave us the tease, and I think we're going to see some stuff on that game a little bit later on down the line. But I'm just excited to share the excitement with everyone else. It's a fun time to be a GTA fan for sure. There's a lot of other things I would love to see, but there's just too many games to think about right now in terms of what's going to be at Summer Games Fest. But I think for me personally, I think we all know what I'm going to say. And I'm not gonna. Here's the thing: I'm not predicting something ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna be real here, and kind of go with what I think could potentially happen. And of course, we're talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. Now, I'm not expecting some giant reveal. You know, oh, this is what this game's gonna look like. Blah, showing off, like, you know, all this stuff. I do not expect that. What I would like to see, and I'm pretty sure everyone else is in the same boat, is just give us that title reveal. Give us that little tiny tease and give us the title reveal just to get everyone talking again. Because I think just giving the title reveal will get everyone just... You know what it's like with FF, right? Everyone will be talking about what it means, what the meaning behind it is, and generally I'm just intrigued to know what they go with for the third title for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. A game we already know about, and that's Death Stranding 2, which, you know, it's not exactly, you know, a surprise. We all knew this was coming out. It literally drops at the end of June. And I do want to play that. I'm very excited for Death Stranding 2. I enjoyed the first game. To be honest, there's probably 1,000,001 other games that are going to be at the Games Fest, but I generally, my brain is just like fireworks right now. Like, when you're trying to think of all these things that you hope were going to be there, it's just not computing with me. So I've kind of gone with a couple that I have had in my head for a long time. I just hope I get surprised at Summer Games Fest. I hope something shows up that I wasn't expecting. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to do a quick video about Summer Games Fest and to see what you guys think. What do you want to see? What are you hoping for? Any other things on the list that I mentioned? Things that you would like to see at Summer Games Fest? And if there isn't anything I mentioned, let me know in the comments. What is it that you're hoping to see or hoping that gets announced? But that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.